Welcome to the fifth lecture on programming skills using C. In this lecture, you will be learning about the use of logical operators and make also compound relational statements using logical operators, work out problems using logical operators, and you will also learn two variations of conditional statement. We remember in the earlier lesson we have done if else. We are going to use that with the compound relational statement, and then we will learn one more variation of the conditional statement. And we come to this chart for C. We have a similar chart for pseudocode, and here I will mention here. It is we come to compound relational statement. These are the simple relational statement we have dealt with earlier. A equal to B and C is greater than D. In a compound relational statement, what we do is we have got the one relational statement and the second relational statement. We combine it using these logical operators and or. So and is used here. That means if this is true and this is true, both the whole compound statement is going to be true. If one of them is false, whole compound statement is going to be false. And we are going to use that compound statement in the relational statement here in our conditional statement. We'll take up a concrete example. Here you have got marks obtained in three subjects by one student, and we have calculated the average. As you see, 40, 50, 60, 50, and the criteria is the person should get greater than equal to 35 in each of the subjects, and the average should be greater than equal to 40. So we make therefore different relational statements. Mark 1 is greater than equal to 35. Mark 2 is greater than equal to 35. Mark 3 is greater than equal to 35. And average is greater than equal to 40. Then you combine them, link them using the logical operator and this and this and this and this. And when all the four relational statements are true, it is going to be true. And as you see there, since the marks are more than 35 here and the average is more than 40, it is true. So the value of this compound statement is going to be true. But in this case, this person gets 32 in mark 2. Condition is it should be greater than equal to 35. Therefore, he cannot, though he has got to average more than 40, he fails. As you see, this is false. This is false. Therefore, the value returned by this compound statement is false. Therefore, he fails. Let us use this in the flow chart now. Before that, I would like to introduce also to one more variable, uh, type of variable in C. As you see, we are going to write flowchart and C code to input name and marks in three subjects and indicate whether the person has passed or failed based on the criteria that he obtains minimum of 35% in every subject and 40% average. And we have to enter name. In flowchart, of course, pseudocode, we just write name. In C, I have to give the type of name is character, alphanumeric data, name and square brackets 30. It is an array. We will deal with that later. At the moment, we take it for granted. Any character array or names, etc. To store that, I have to use this variable, and within brackets, I have to put 30 or 25, whatever it is. And how do I input this alphanumeric data or name into the computer? So I used again same statement scanf, but instead of percentage %d, percentage %f, percentage %c, I use percentage %s. That means it's a string. Name is a string, and just put the name of the variable. I don't put that square bracket, just that much, and I don't precede it using ampersand as I've done in the case of integers and float. Why, etc., I will explain to you when you study pointers. There is also one more statement. You can use this also instead of scanf. You just say get as name. Automatically, it will wait for you to input name, and that will be whatever you input will stay in that array, character array. Now we shall convert that problem into a flowchart. Start. Before that, you pause for a moment and write the flowchart for this problem here. Pause the video. Yes. So we have declared all these variables. Now we input only name and marks in three subjects. You calculate the total and average, and then you come to this. You want to decide, and we put that whole compound statement here, whole compound statement where if this is true, this is true, this is true, this is true, then he has passed. Otherwise or else he has failed. The, so please, I hope you have written correct flowchart. Very important, my dear friends, to write correct flowchart. Learn the trick. Learn the skill of writing flowchart. It will help you to analyze problems. Now you have to convert that flowchart into a very good C program. Pause the video and write the C program. Yeah, we come to this again, name of the program, what it is doing, by whom and on what date. So I again int mark 1, mark 2, mark 3 total, average is floating number, and then name is character array, and we clear the screen. I give a title for the program and give specifically enter name and marks in three subjects. So enter name and marks in three subjects. As you see, no ampersand here, whereas you have got ampersand here. You calculate the total, you calculate the average, divide by 3.0, and here we come, clear the screen again because I want to print the marks card. So student academic report, whose name will come, and marks in three subjects. Instead of mark 1, mark 2, mark 3, I have given physics, chemistry, maths, and slash forward slash t. This means go forward by a tab and print the value of mark 1, mark 2, mark 3, total and average you have calculated, and you come to decide now whether the person has passed or failed. Again, the same whole compound sentence is here, and name the person. If name is Ashok, Ashok has passed or Ashok has failed, and with that we complete this program. We come to now use one more conditional statement. You are familiar with this. We have used this if else. This is either or. Now we come to this conditional statement. It is if this is true, do this, or if it is if is this is true, do this, or you do that. So there are three statements could be there. So we will learn now immediately. So as I have explained earlier, if this is true, do that. It is either or option. Only if you can get asked a number if it is even or odd. We have done that. Or if you have got two unequal numbers, which is bigger? This is bigger or the other one is bigger. So that is going to be decided by this conditional statement. But if there are three or more choices, how are we going to do? So then I have to ask if this relational statement is true, do this, or if the relation is true, do this, or you do that. It can go on into a number of series of questions we will deal with immediately as in the earlier case, and then we write the flow chart. So we come to the flow chart, partial flow chart. So I assign 40 to A and 20 to B. Then I ask if A is A equal to B. My question now this time, it may be equal, or A may be greater, or B may be greater. I will have to find out. So first question I'm going to ask is A equal to B, or if A equal to B, then you say here print A equal to, remove this, A equal to B, A equal to B. Or no, if it is no, then I have to ask which is greater. So if A is greater than B, then I say print A is greater than B. Now other choices only B is greater than A, or A is less than B. Therefore, so this becomes a flow chart for three if, else if, and else if, and else. Now I would like you to convert the program and write the flow chart to enter two numbers and find out whether they are equal or which is the greater number. So here we have the complete flow chart we have written. So you can convert that into C program now. Pause the video and convert that into C program. Here we are again, max equal is the name of this program, what it is, by whom, on which date. declare two variables, clear the screen, give the title for the program, and say enter two numbers. Oh, I made a mistake here. Percentage D and percentage D. There should be two percentage D's should be there. First question, if A equal to B, please remember this is double equal, is an equal relational operator. Then you say if A is equal to B, and else if A is greater than B. So the second question I'm going to ask. So then you say A is greater than B. A value will appear here and B value will appear here. Or B is greater than A. Therefore, B value will appear here and A value will appear here. So this is a complete C program for the same problem. I would like you to work out these two problems. Kindly go through them again to decide whether the person has got passed first class, second class, pass class, or fails. You are using the same argument, but you have to change the flow chart. And other, you have to find out the gross pay and net pay of employee given his basic salary. You enter his employee ID, name, and basic salary, and find out. So this is homework for you. I will be working out these two problems in the next session. Thank you.